Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is second introductory video on ratio and proportion. Let's start. So the concept of proportion is very simple because proportion is nothing but equivalent ratio or equal ratios. And let me explain it with example. Have you ever noticed that in a map they show the places, rivers, roads, oceans, etc. a lot smaller than the actual real life structures? Why? Why these are much more smaller than the actual structures? Because this is just a scale drawing where these things depict real life things which are in proportion to that thing. Here you see in this map scale is given, and if I take another example where maybe in a map 1 centimeter in a map is equal to 900 kilometer, or it may be 9,000 or more than that. But one thing, even though a map is small, it is still proportional to the real life things. Okay, like map, many other things we compare using this concept of proportion. For example, if we draw a computer monitor screen of 40 centimeter by 30 centimeter, of course, which is not accommodated in our notebook, then in that case we use the concept of proportion. And in many other drawings also, drawing a tree, drawing a structure of building, etc. So many things always we use this concept of proportion, because that means we scale the size down, and though we don't use the actual length, actual height, but proportionately we scale the size down, but they remain proportional. Okay, here is the definition of proportion. Proportion: if A, B, C, D are four quantities, they are said to be proportional if A is to B is equal to C is to D. That means A by B is equal to C by D. This proportion is expressed as A is to B as C is to D, and is read as A is to B as C is to D. Yes, we read like A is to B as C is to D. Or we may say that A is to B is proportional to C is to D. And this double colon is the symbol of proportion. Okay, this is the symbol of proportion. So we have found if A, B, C, D are four quantities, then these four quantities A, B, C, D are said to be in proportion if A by B is equal to C by D. And we write it as A is to B as C is to D. And this is called as A is to B as C is to D. Now here are some more terms you should know. And then A, B, C, D. These four quantities are known as, this is called first term. This one is our second term. This one is third. This one is fourth. So these are first, second, third, fourth terms respectively. And A and D, first one and fourth one, these are called extreme. A and D, these two are called extreme. And B and C, these middle two terms, these are known as middle terms or middles or means or middle terms. This B and C, another name is B and C's other names is middle terms. We can say like middle terms or means. Yes, first, second, third, fourth, and first and fourth terms are again known as, we can tell like extreme, and second and third term is, we can say middle terms or means. And another one, this D, that means fourth one, is known as fourth proportional to fourth proportional fourth proportional to A, B, C. Okay, so these are the terms: extreme, middle terms or means, first, second, third, fourth, and D is another name is fourth proportional to A, B, C. Okay, here are some more terms related to proportion. You should know this term. When do we say this ABCD are in proportion? Exactly. If A is to B is equal to C is to D. That means we can write A by B is equal to C by D. Implies by cross multiplication AD is equal to BC. So what have we found? A, B, C, D. If A, B, C, D are in proportion, then AD is equal to BC. And in other words, we may say that if AD is equal to BC, then A, B, C, D are in proportion. Or we may say that if AD is not equal to BC, then A, B, C, D are not in proportion. Okay, that means when these four quantities are in proportion, then AD is equal to BC. That means A, B, C, D are in proportion if and only if AD is equal to BC. These are product of extremes. A and D are extreme terms, we know. So product of extremes is equal to product of means, and so we can say that A, B, C, D are in proportion if product of extremes is equal to product of means. And this is the proportionality condition. In that case only this ABCD will be in proportion. So let's move on to the next topic, which is continued proportion. Here, if A, B, C are three quantities such that A is to B as B is to C. Look at this, A is to B as B is to C. Then these three quantities A, B, C are said to be in continued proportion. Just don't forget these terms. This one is continued proportion. So what have we found? In this case, A is to B is equal to what? B is to C. So you see here three terms are used, and in this case A is known as our first proportional, and B is this middle term. B is known as our geometric mean, or mean proportional. Geometric mean or mean proportional. B is called geometric mean or mean proportional between A and C, and C is known as third proportional to AB. C is called third proportional to AB. That means A and B, AB. Or one more name is there. C is called fourth proportional to A, B, B. So remember, C has, we can tell it as, we can say third proportional, and in that case we will say third proportional to AB or fourth proportional to ABB. So two names are there. C, in case of B also we can say like geometric mean or mean proportional, and A is known as first proportional. So these are the terms, and these are very important. So don't forget these terms. And how can we find out this value of B? Now I'm showing you. Here A by B is equal to B by C. Isn't it? A by B is equal to B by C. That implies if we cross multiply, B square is equal to AC. Implies B is equal to square root of AC. So by using this formula, we can find out the value of B in case of continued proportion. Thank you for watching. And if you have not subscribed yet, then please subscribe to my channel. And if you have subscribed, then enjoy and keep watching. Stay home, stay safe. Bye.